Hi, my name is Dr. Ann Higgins, known in the dance world as Ann Peterson Higgins. From 1973 to 2023, we are so thankful for where God has brought us from. And I want to talk to you about liturgical dance, worship in the church today. Well, I thank God that He used me as a pioneer to bring this form of worship in our nation, because it changes the lives of those who looking for hope to the hopeless. About 53 years ago, I started out in the area of the arts, dance, and something wonderful happened about 15 years later. I started out dancing in the casino in Freeport, Grand Bahama, as the lead dancer. Well, topless lead dancer. And I found myself many years dancing the nightlife, drugs, alcohol, you name it. But one day, February 10th, 1985, it was about 1 o'clock in the day at Bahamas Faith Ministry. I experienced the presence of the Lord and ended up giving my life to the Lord. Not only my life, my talent and the gifts that He had given me. And then that is where I begin to worship the Lord through dance. Dr. Miles Monroe, the late Dr. Miles Monroe, said to me, God has given you a gift, and the gift He wants you to use for His glory. Because by then I was like, I'm not dancing anymore. I'm a Christian now. That is where it really began. And in Bahamas Faith Ministry, I started to worship. And of course, by then, it was new. I came out of the casino of topless lead dancers. Pastors were like, what is this? You're bringing the devil in the church? What is this? And I realized that because of where God had brought me from, the freedom I now had, the joy that I now had, I wanted to express all of that through the gift that He had given me, which was dance. And as I began to dance, I began to teach children. I opened up the first Christian fitness and dance studio, Exercising by Faith. Then I ended up with a television show, Exercising by Faith. And this was the media that began to spread the joy of dance. And as I began to gather the kids out of the community and bring them into the studio free of charge and teach them how to worship God through dance, this became a wildfire, and it spread it from the community to celebrations of independence, having the first 25 dance leaders with the late Cleophas Adderley, to over 500-600 dancers on the field for independence and Bahama Games and all the national events. Then the church began to recognize that this was something that can change the lives of young people and can also change the hearts of people. And so over, 38 years later, here we are with liturgical dance throughout the schools, throughout the communities. I've traveled around the world establishing it, and now I've introduced spirituality and dance in UNESCO as program number 15, which is the World Dance Council, partners of UNESCO. And so now we know that as we celebrate 50 years here in the Bahamas, God allowing us to have the freedom to worship Him, we also celebrate 38 years of liturgical dance, the dance of freedom that embraces the heart of all mankind. I want to say happy anniversary. Happy 50th anniversary. Blessed 50th anniversary for all of us here in the Bahamas, especially our young people that can be involved in many other things, but they choose to worship God. Hundreds of them all around worshiping God through liturgical dance. I'm just grateful that God chose me, because He could have chosen anyone else. God bless you. Happy 50th anniversary.